Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cool, and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And today, we're on the green server on my Dark Elf Necromancer, level 54 at this point in the game. We were in Lower Guk, if you watched the last video. Um, we got into some trouble heading up into the Archmagus. So watch that part 1, watch that part 2. Really good. We go through a ton of camps, and we're coming up upon the Archmagus. And we happened to die due to some paving issues and some ignorance, really, by me. But anyway, feigned death failed. Everybody died. So now I'm sitting outside of Lower Guk or Upper Guk, and I was going to show you guys how to get to Lower Guk. So basically, hopefully you haven't clicked off the video yet, and hopefully it says in the title. But I'm going to show you a fail-safe way to go from the swamp to Lower Guk every single time with ease. So first of all, I got my Gather Shadows. Got to put that on if you want to make it there without, sometimes you can have the right faction to where nothing will attack you in Upper Guk. Sometimes maybe you're a high enough level to where nothing will attack you in Upper Guk, but if not, then try to get yourself a Invis, because they're all live, and if you just have Invis, you can make it through all the way to Lower Guk with ease. But yeah, most of the time people don't have that much trouble making it through Upper Guk. You have one of those things. Either you didn't destroy your faction, you're too high of a level, or you have Invis. So I'm equipping Invis because I don't know, just in case something tries to attack me. So let's go forward a little bit here, because I think I sit here for a minute. I had just died. But we're going to pause. I'm going to show you exactly where I go. Come on. Anyway, I guess I better just wait. But I'm going to, I'll show you exactly which way I go. We'll pause at, the different turns and everything. But I just invised myself. A little bit of a weirdness there, but this is just looking down into Upper Guk. This is just the very beginning. As soon as you start, you'll come from the zone line. You'll see maybe a couple frogs standing right there at the zone line, but this is just right there. This is the first hallway. So we'll go forward here. And to the right there, I think is nothing. It's just some mushrooms and maybe a frog, right? Yeah, so you skip that. Don't go that way. And then this first right is where you're going to want to turn. You're going to want to turn here at the very first right. So take the first right. You're going to see this Lguk Tad, a couple Lguk sentries, and hopefully you got your Invis or your faction or your high enough level to where they don't attack you. These are some of the lowest level things in Upper Guk, so you should be okay. But what you want to do here is actually run along this. I usually run along this wall. I guess you could just, yeah. I mean, if you jump in the water, you might have to deal with this stupid bridge here getting in your way. So what I usually do is I'll run up along this wall and then I'll jump in the water. So we're heading into this hallway right here, into this water. So running along here, I'm invisible into the water. All right, and now what you're going to want to do is just hug the right wall. So hugging the right wall, hugging the right wall, still hugging that right wall, and yeah, you'll see a gator there. That means you're going the right way. If you see this swamp gator, you're heading the right way. So we're going to want to pass that gator up and head this way. There's other ways you can go. This isn't the only way you can go. There's many entrances to Lower Guk. This isn't the only entrance. This is the main entrance that most people go to. If you're going to go to Assassin Supplier or Frenzy or Archmagus or any kind of decent camp, this is the zone line you're going to want to hit. So this is the main one. But yeah, let's just go straight into this hallway. We're still pretty much hugging the right wall, so you never stop doing that. You could do that from the beginning of the zone, actually. Here's some spiders. You could have hugged the right wall here, but it's a little bit quicker just to go to the left a little bit there. Let's go back a bit, just to show it in action here. We're hugging the right wall in the water. We see our gator. We know we're good. We're heading straight into this hallway. But like right here, to the right, there's like a little room with spiders in it to the right. Don't go there. Like as soon as you see spiders, like go to the spiders. So we're going to the spiders. We're going through the spiders. And then we're taking a right. So and then we're going to see these spiders. I think this is the room where the king or the queen spawns that drops like the chitin shield. So make sure you head that way through the spiders. Or maybe it's this one. But either way, if you see spiders, you're doing good. So continue through the spiders, hugging the right wall. You can't go wrong if you hug the right wall, basically, through the spiders. All right, and this is what you want to see. You want to see the Lguk Guard, the Tuck Warrior, these three frogs. This is actually a decent place to level. I forget what level I was. Maybe like 35. Does that sound right? 35-ish, 30-ish, something like that. I can't remember. Could be 30, like around 30. Maybe a little bit lower. Could have been 28. Something like that, but these are a decent experience. You could hang out right here. You can go down. I'll show you this next room. Even the spiders at like 25, I think. Something like that. I might be getting my levels wrong, but I did hang out here and get some experience back in the day. And these three aren't too bad to fight. Like maybe including the spiders if you still get experience off of those. But this is like the first camp in Upper Guk that most people do. So yeah, down this way, down the stairs here. This is actually the scryer room. I camped the scryer for a while. I have a video on it, so if you're interested in that, check that out. If you're between like level 25 and 35, you could maybe camp the scryer. But yeah, this is heading to the scryer's room. There's a few frogs up in this area. I don't know why we're pausing. Probably just talking to Orant because he also died, and we're kind of coordinating how we're going to get back. But yeah, still, you could still be hugging the right wall. That's basically the main. Like if I had to explain it to like a baby, I would just say hug the right wall with invis on, and you'll make it eventually. Up here, this is where the scryer spawns. Up here on this ledge, he'll take usually the other. I think there's two frogs up here, and he's usually the other one, the one on the right. So this is the scryer room. Head straight through here, don't fall in the water in the middle, and into this hallway. It's literally the only place you can go unless you decide to jump down the middle hallway and start swimming for some reason. But yeah, this is like the only way to go. You could have still been hugging the right wall, but I would almost that's probably the best spot not to. Let's go back, because maybe your invis, like the scryer might see through invis, so I don't want to make it seem. Look, the scryer is up right now. Look, a Frogluk scryer. He was up. But if you're a lower level, like level 25, I don't know why you're going to lower Guk anyway. But you might want to be careful and maybe hug the left wall. Like as we come into this room, you might want to hug over here, just in case, because I don't know if the scryer sees invis or not. He never did on me, but I would be nervous. But yeah, head into this hallway, this little bloody hallway, and we're going to be heading down into the lower part of Upper Guk. So we're heading down. If you're heading down, you're doing it right. You know, you could hug the left wall from Upper Guk, and eventually you're going to go down a ladder. But I would recommend hugging the right wall and doing it like this, going through the scryer camp. So we're heading down. Now, when you get to here, it gets a little bit confusing. There's a bunch of like pillars and walls and little cubby holes. So just watch what I do here. I'm going to do it in like kind of a stop motion. So I didn't like go all the way into that corner. I just kind of went towards this torch over here in this hallway. So head this way. I don't think there's much trouble you can, like if we go back, I don't think there's much trouble you can get into in that room. There's just like a couple little cubby holes that you might think is a way to go, but it's really not. Like right here, like don't go over here. Don't be heading into this corner. Some people like to level over here, I think. I think there's like a little cubby hole around that corner, but that's not the way. But anyway, if you still hug the right wall, you'd still be fine. You would just go into a corner, into a cubby, and then you would realize that's not the way to go. And then you would continue hugging the right wall, and you would end up going this way. So basically, hug the right wall. I mean, that will get you there eventually. All right, here, just going the only way we can go. You see this Tuck Shaman? You're heading the right way. Just keep going right. Keep going right, or straight. Eventually you're going to start sliding. I think you start sliding on some moss or something. So you'll know you're going the right way if you start sliding down this little slope. It gets slippery. See, I'm sliding right there. I started sliding backwards. And here we have these spiders here. I actually saw Virik camping this area with his enchanter. It was a pretty cool video. I've never seen anyone camp these spiders before. So he was using his enchanter to like charm fight with these spiders here. Never seen anybody do that before. It was pretty cool. But yeah, just head up the only way you can really go. You're heading up. And then when you get to this part, you want to head this way. Towards, like, to the right, like always. We're going to go to the right. I mean, there's a way back a little that you could maybe, let's show it. That way I can show you where not to go. Alright, come on. What's going on here? I didn't tell it to go in slow motion. What's going on? I did not tell it to do that. Why is it slow motion all of a sudden? That's dumb. Come on now. Stupid. Alright, we're back. We went back a little. Sorry. I just wanted to show the spider room once again. It's probably the most difficult part. You're sliding down the hill. It's slippery right there. Slipping, sliding backwards, right here. So don't be heading like, you can go straight. I think you can go left here. Don't do that. Make sure you go right. That's all I really wanted to say. Like, kind of follow. You want to get to this spider. So yeah, we're heading over this plank. And go right, like always. The Tun Shaman, heading right. Still right. Sometimes when my camera flips out like that, like I said, I'm using a touchpad. Sometimes if I hit like double click and right click or something, it'll make me do like a 180, and it's confusing. Yeah, we're just taking rights, and you'll start seeing corpses. You know you're going the right way because people will drag their corpses to the zone line. Like if they're fighting in Upper GUK, some people actually camp this area near the zone line. That way they can, if they get in trouble, they'll zone over. And like this is some of the toughest stuff in Upper GUK. So once you get to a certain level and other things are turning green, you start heading more towards the lower GUK zone line and start fighting stuff near there where it's higher level. And a lot of people, you know, will either drag their corpses there from other camps, or they'll die here and right next to the zone line, which is probably the best place because then you can get a res maybe. But yeah, once you start seeing those corpses, you know you're in the right spot. We got this little sconce or whatever you want to call it. We got this writing on the wall that kind of looks like somebody drew a wiener on the wall or something, and then like a face. I don't know. It's like a face with a wiener. You know you're heading in the right place because the zone line is just around the corner. If you see that dong. There we go. We're zoning in. So yeah, that is how you can get to Lower GUK from Upper GUK, from the swamp. You enter Upper GUK, and you just hug the right wall, literally the entire time. The only way you can screw it up is if you don't hug the right wall. I mean, be invisible, or if your faction's good, or if you're too high of a level, like eventually you'll be going on a bunch of corpse runs, and you'll figure it out. You know, you just hug the right wall. Once you get into Lower GUK, you're gonna have to invis past a few live frogs. And then we're going to want to, I don't know why he's hitting me. Oh, he's the first undead frog. So this is the first undead frog. So, got to deal with him. Feigning death. Yeah, I don't know if I should stop the video here or continue. Because all I really wanted to show was that, you know, show you how to go from the swamp to Lower GUK. But I guess I could show the rest of this and make it part 3 of the Lower GUK. It's only like 14 minutes more. But yeah, I got to this undead frog and he started attacking me. Because I forgot that I needed invis versus undead. So I feigned death, then I stood up, and then I ran a little bit away from him, and then I feigned death again. So now I'm doing invis versus undead. You need a little bit of both when you're in Lower GUK. Most of the time, probably be invis versus undead, though. There's not that much live stuff. And if it is, it's like a bat or a spider or a gargoyle or whatever. Almost all the frogs are undead. Just getting a couple spells ready just in case, you know, a root, a deflux, feign death, both my invises. Kind of waiting on Orant here. Let's go forward a little bit. Maybe like 30 seconds actually. Maybe that was too far. Back 10, back 10. Okay, so this is just the 2 frogs where you jump in the water. I've already shown you kind of how to get to the Archmagus camp, but this will be a little bit faster than last time. We're not fighting our way there. I'm just running straight back there. So popping out, this is the bedroom. Okay, you're going to head right into the left hallway there. Now there's some bats here. Be wary. There are bats there, so you kind of want to hug the left wall just to make sure. I got invis versus undead, but I don't think bats are considered undead, so they are like green. But I would still hug the left wall. You got skeletons. Those are definitely undead, so you're fine there. And this is where we are going to jump off, right here. So this is called the Ritualist Camp, I guess. It's not really a camp. It's just like a named mob people grab, usually from other camps. But that little ledge is where you want to drop down. There you go. So there's this guy's corpse, another corpse, a Wangul Knight, but we got invis versus undead. We're just going to jump straight down and into that hallway. Eventually. There we go. And this is the safe hall, where we started part 2. And I'm going to show you how to get back to the Archmagus camp, where my corpse is. Probably typing something to Orant right here, like I made it back to the safe hall. He's going to need me. I actually drag his corpse back to the zone line. I don't know if that was the best idea. Like, I probably should have just waited for him at the zone line, and we both should have probably ran back to Archmagus, because I have Invis versus Undead, and he's waiting. But he had to run back from Southern Row. So I don't know. I was, like, being proactive, even though in the end, like, it probably took the same amount of time. So I don't know. I probably should have just waited for him at the zone line, but instead, I'm just kind of making sure I can figure out how to get back, I guess, was my idea. But there's my corpse from where I died. Orant looks like he got killed pretty quickly from where he was standing as well. But remember, all this happened because the frog fell into that pit right there where the ladder is. But I dragged my corpse a little bit further in just to make sure nothing in the hall gets me, and I start looting my corpse. Go ahead 30 seconds here, because then I ask him for some consent, and I'm just looting my corpse, so not much happens. I'm just telling him to consent me, and now I'm dragging his corpse. So dragging Orant's corpse. Somebody in the comments is like, why didn't you just wait? But that's me dragging. This is like the safe hall where I dropped down. I went forward a little bit too far, but I'm just dragging his corpse back the way that we just came, so you already know. I drug it through the safe hall. Now we're dragging it back through like that's where the Cavalier is, right? We saw that guy in part 1. That's the Executioner that way. We saw that in part 1. We're heading up the stairs. This is like the Savant, I think, right here. The area that I think is the Savant is right there. Dragging his corpse, dragging his corpse, dragging his corpse up some more stairs. This is Assassin Supplier right here. So if you look to the right, it's Assassin Supplier, the ladder. There it is. Dragon, 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 dragon. This is where I jumped down earlier. Dragon, dragon, dragon. Grr, I'm a dragon. We're dragging the corpse. Bedroom. The water. Dragging the corpse through the water. Michael Phelps. Dragging the corpse, dragging the corpse. Should I have waited at the zone line, guys? I think I should have, but I was just making sure. I wanted to reassure Orant that I could get back there easily, and then once I was there, I'm like, I might as well just drag his corpse back, because what's the point of me running all the way back without dragging his corpse? Then he'll have all of his gear, even though we're just going to invis back there. I think I grabbed some live frogs attacked me here, because once again, I forget. So now I got 2 live frogs on me and his corpse, but at least I put up an offensive spell like Deflux, and these frogs are green. So I think even Orant's firing off some spells as well from some naked spells. Not sure, but just defluxing them down, they're green. So any damage they're doing to me, it's just being negated. But yeah, it looks like he cast on one of those frogs. He's trying to help. There we go. Yeah, he destroyed that one, didn't he? So I only had to hit it one time. But there's his corpse. I was and plus, anyway, I drug his corpse back to the zone line, right? Now he can get a res. So forget what I said earlier. This was the right thing to do. I looted all my stuff. I didn't care. At this point in the game, I wasn't really caring that much about my experience. I was just having fun, looking for a good camp, hanging out. I was 54, like, I was in a double hell anyway. It wasn't, like, I had a different mindset. Like, I wasn't caring that much about experience back then. I was more, like, going for money camps at the time. I was in a double hell. I knew I was going to be in it for a long time. One death, I wasn't really sweating it that much. But, hey, now his corpse is at the zone line. He can get a res. So the whole thing that happened was my fault. So drag his corpse back to the zone line makes it easier for him to get that experience back that I caused him to lose. So forget what I said earlier about just waiting for him, because then we would have both ran all the way back to the Archmagus, both ran all the way back to our corpses. Then his corpse would be way down there. It's much better up here by the zone line. Even though he could have drug it himself to the safe hall or something, but I just think the more I think about it, the more like it was probably the right decision to drag his corpse up here, because he was still running back anyway. So it wasn't like he was right behind me. He wasn't. So he's probably running through Upper Guk while I was dragging his corpse back to the zone line. Now I'm putting on my spells, my proper spells. About 5 minutes left in this video. I think we just pretty much can get back to where we were. But like I said, the main point of this whole part 3 is going to be how to get from the swamp to Lower Guk easily, without fail. Easy directions. Because I know I looked that up when I was like messing around in Upper Guk back in 25, 30, around that area when it's time to go to Upper Guk. I remember looking it up, like how to get to Lower Guk. Like I'm probably gonna title this video "How to Get to Lower Guk." You know, maybe something like that. How to go from Upper Guk to Lower Guk. I don't know. I don't know, man. I need to think of a good title. Because that's like almost everything on YouTube is the title. Thumbnail, it seems like with EverQuest, thumbnail's not that important. Most people just will take a screen cap from the game. It's more nostalgic to see the actual game with the actual UI and like the actual players with their names and spells and the mobs and the camps, and then to show like a pretty picture of a single mob or the front of the freaking box, or I don't know. Just in my experience, like I've put up custom thumbnails that I made in Canva with, you know, and I've put up just screen caps, and it doesn't matter. I think the screen caps actually do better than the custom thumbnails for some reason. The people that watch these videos seem to like the UI and just a screen cap from the video. They don't really care about the custom thumbnails. So far, in my experience. Yeah, just putting back on most of my spells that I was using earlier, I think. A couple exceptions like Invis vs Undead and whatever, but most of the same things. I don't know what this one is here. What is that? What is this? Is that Splurt? Do I even have Splurt? I don't know. What did I put there? Bind? I don't know. What is that? Must be Splurt. I think I had Splurt. I don't know. Just waiting for him to meditate up. We can go up 30. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right, looks like we're ready to go. I like that I can go up 30 and then go back 10, so I can make it 20 if I want. Heading down. I don't think we need a regular Invis. There is this one frog. We'll just kill it, though. He's got Invis vs Undead on, so he doesn't want to lose that, so he lets me take care of it. Just smart. I didn't know that's what he was doing at the time. He does send me a message and say, hey, I still got Invis vs Undead. That was smart. I'm glad he did that. Just killing this stupid live frog. You can tell by like their appearance. If it's undead, then it's like rotting. You can tell you can see its guts. So this one's a live frog because it's got its armors intact. It's not rotting. You can tell the difference. If you look before you leap, you can tell if it's dead or alive. I do think we sit here for a second now because my mana is pretty low, but we don't really need mana because we're just gonna skate on by. But yeah, I'm going to have to go through the corrupted video. It might take me a while to get out the part 4 because I'm going to have to like sit through like 2 hours of footage before I even start recording the next part. So I don't know when part 4 is going to come out, but here's part 3. Bedroom again, so you get to see the way to the safe hall quite a few times as well in this video. So I might put that in the title too, I don't know. Skeletons. Ritualist. There's Fenaria again. Nice shaman. Killing the ritualist. Hop down. Safe hall. This guy, this was one thing I was kind of worried. I thought Nomicon here, which I think is a nice guy actually. You know, I'm always like dissing people when they are pieces of crap, but I think that guy's a good guy. One of the good ones. I can't remember though. I know his name. I've seen him around. I think he's a decent person, from what I recall. If he's not, I'll let you know. But back to the Archimagus, to the right. But I was a little bit worried that he would head straight to the Archimagus, like while we were doing our corpse run, and then we lose our camp that we took all day, all morning to get to. But yeah, now we're back. We're literally back right where we were when we died. This time, we're going to jump the gap before we even put our pets up. It's way smarter. And we start from here next time. So this is it for this video. Mostly just going from upper GUK to lower GUK directions, and then pretty much heading to the safe hall or whatever. But yeah, mostly just that in this video. But there was some other stuff. A corpse run, but also with some pretty good directions, I think. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, consider joining, it helps a lot. Tell your gut about the channel, comment below, and part 4 will come in the next week or so, probably. It might take me a little bit, because, like I said, got to sit through that dang corrupted video for a couple hours, and then record, and then play the audio. So, it might be a few days, at least. But yeah, see y'all, and next time, peace.